From Mordor to Hogwarts to Gotham, the nerds have come together to create a show for nerds by nerds. Join nerds doing nerd things as they talk about all things nerdy. Stay up to date on the show by liking the Nerds Doing Nerd Things Facebook page. Now it's off to the show. Take it away, nerds.
All right, everyone. Welcome to the 7500 Esports Racing League Throwback ARCA Series and its championship night, folks, as we face 60 laps from Atlanta Motor Speedway tonight to determine who is going to be our season champion. Everybody is, well, we have a issue going on with OBS transitioning itself. We're going to close out OBS. Sorry about that. I now know what the problem is, but I'll tell you what, it's going to be one heck of a night here from the Atlanta Motor Speedway. Again, we're going to crown ourselves a champion here tonight as we get ready to go racing in just a moment. Again, here tonight, we will walk away with a guy holding the trophy and Tyler Dalton in a very good position to do just that here tonight, coming in with a pretty sizable lead, barring having a massive failure. He will be your champion this season as we get ready to go in this championship finale. Again, Atlanta Motor Speedway, always one of the funner racetracks on the schedule here as well. You see cars on track getting practice over with 5 minutes to go. Bentley Glazer right there on top of the board in that number 18 Monster Energy machine. You see him there on pit road. And again, I want to thank everyone that's been on board this season that made all of this possible as we close in on the final race of the year here at Atlanta Motor Speedway for the Sim 500 ARCA Series. Again, this is closing night here. And, man, it's been a heck of a ride all the way through. And we'll talk about the points and where everything sets here in just a moment. Here going into the final round here tonight. Again, if you're just joining us here tonight, man, oh man, has it been a heck of a season all the way through the Sim 500 Throwback ARCA Series all the way through on Extreme Sim TV each and every week. John Ellenberg there got the win last week at Talladega Super Speedway. That is going to be a good one for John, able to pick up the win there. But now we're going to get ready to go racing here in the final round of the night, of the season here. And without further ado, we're going to take a look here at our standings as we get ready to go. Tyler Dalton up over Bentley Glazer by 116 points. Bentley's still there, but unfortunately for Bentley, I don't think he has much of a shot at closing in on Tyler if Tyler can just do what he needs to do. Here tonight at Atlanta, it'd be very, very difficult. It's possible, I suppose, but it would kind of take some outside elements to make that happen. And I think coming into the night, if you're Tyler Dalton, you have to understand that and just do what you need to do to come out of here a two-time ARCA champion. And I think he's been here before. He's won one already, and he'll do just that, right? So Mr. Glazer right there behind him in points as well, as we get ready to go racing here in about 3 minutes here on Extreme Sim TV. And everybody getting ready to go. This is going to be one heck of a night, if I do say so myself. Again, thank you guys, as always, for coming out here and making it happen each and every week. I couldn't be more happier with the way the season has went, and we get to do this all one more time, right? So it's one more trip around for these guys, and then we're going to shut this series down for, I guess, until next, quite a while. I think till fall, actually. Don't quote me on that. I know that Jilly talked about that with me earlier today, but I do know they'll take a little bit of a break before they run the next series of races. But we are ready to go here tonight in just one moment. We're 2 minutes out from the race here. Let's take a look at your track facts for Atlanta Motor Speedway. And right here it is. Here is your track facts. A 1.5 mile racetrack. These guys will be going at it on here tonight. That is going to be a heck of a battle for all these drivers here at Atlanta to battle their way through. That is for sure. But we are ready. I know you're ready at home as well. We're going to get this race kicked off in just one moment. And again, a big shout out to everyone that made this season possible, as always. So what we're going to do now is we're going to give you a live view as we wait on qualifying to take off here and see where everybody is. What is going on? Is my transitions not working? Oh, I bet you I know. Let me check. Yep, that was what it was, the automatic scene switcher. Sorry about that, folks. We had a problem there with OBS, but it should be fixed now. So let's get ready to go racing here in just a moment. And when we do that, let's bring up some of the guys here as you take a look here at Atlanta. A 1.1 mile racetrack on the schedule here at the end of the season. A little different coming to a place like Atlanta the end of the season versus some of the other places we have seen. And let's take a look here as we got about 23 seconds. I'm not really seeing anybody on the racetrack at the moment. Tyler Dalton right now, third fastest in practice. We know Tyler wanting to hang on there and get him a second title here tonight. And all of these guys kind of looking to get a win if you're not in that title hunt. As, you know, you're a little bit too far out. You can't get the that done, but what you can do coming here tonight, well, you can try to the best you can, right, out of here with a championship. So as we get ready to fight this thing for 60 laps here, qualifying underway here at Atlanta, there is Hamish there, I believe, on the racetrack rolling out. Mike Ellis there as well, coming off of pit road. He'll get ready to go also as we get ready to fire it off once again. Everybody going to qualify these cars. What should be a great 60 laps here from the Atlanta Motor Speedway tonight. I am happy. I know Joey's probably going to be watching tonight. This should be a really good race. It really should. Here tonight at Atlanta, you know, it puts on a good show every time you turn around out of this series. We haven't seen many cautions this year as well. I kind of expect that to continue. We'll get ready here in just a moment. Hamish Gallagher out there on the racetrack, ready to go. And look at Hamish Gallagher, top of the board. Good job, Gallagher. Hamish Gallagher getting it done, top of the board already in that 22 camp. Great job for him. Wow. So again, Hamish Gallagher really doing a great job there on board right now. And with Hamish, and he had done a very good job that first lap to put himself on top of the board here already tonight. As you see, 238 on the board. Hamish Gallagher out there on the pole. Woods, Martin, and Ron Holyfield right there as well. Mike Ellis right there also. That is the way they're kind of lining up right now. Getting ready to go for this 60-lap affair. A little bit hot on the racetrack. 102 degrees, your track temp here tonight. Hamish Gallagher, top of the board. Joe Woods right there. Bentley Grazer, Chad Coleman, Martin Harris there as well. Right there in the mix in qualifying. With a minute 50 left on the board. There is the number 24 on track right now. That's Medina right there down the back straightaway. So we'll continue qualifying here. We got a minute and 35 seconds left on the board here in the Sim 500 Esports Racing League Throwback ARCA Series. We'll be right back with you in the booth in just a moment. All right, everyone back here as qualifying wraps up here tonight. Everybody getting on the grid here. Let's take a look at your starting lineup. Row number one, it's the 22. Gallagher right there. Bentley Grazer outside. Row number two here tonight, that is going to be Joe Woods. Bobby Wetzel in the 9. There's Thomas Lewandowski, Chad Coleman, Ellenberg, and Martin there as well. Row number 5, Tyler Dalton, E.J. O'Rourke, Ron Holyfield there, Chris J. Scales, Ed Burrell, Jose there as well. Stanley, Mike Ellis, right there in the next row. That's going to be Brown and Miles in row 9, Murphy and Kevin in row 10. That is going to be your 20-car lineup here tonight to determine this one here at Atlanta. 80 laps. This is Harness Gallagher on the pole here tonight. So Harness will lead them down there in the 22 camp. Outside of him again will be Bentley Grazer, Bobby Wetzel right there, Thomas Lewandowski, Chad Coleman, John Ellenberg, and there Martin Harris there also, Tyler Dalton in ninth. Again, Tyler trying to walk away with a championship here tonight from the Atlanta Motor Speedway. Lights are out on the pace car. We are ready to go green flag racing in just a moment here in the 7500 Throwback ARCA Series. All right, here we go as we get ready to go flying here for 80 laps here tonight in the Sim 500 Throwback ARCA Series 2021 season. Coming to a head here at Atlanta. Harness Gallagher, top front row, Bentley Glazer, Go Woods right there as well. Thomas Lewandowski, Chad Coleman, John Ellenberg, Martin Harris, Tyler Dalton, EJ O'Rourke, and Ron Hollyfield. Your top 11, here we go. Lights are out on the pace car one final time for the Sim 500 Throwback ARCA Series, and we are green here on Extreme Sim TV. They'll roll into turn number one. Side by side harness, Bentley up front already battling it out. Inside lane versus outside lane here. Down the front straightaway, or back straightaway once again. Harnish going to give up the lead early to Bentley Glazer. Here comes Wetzel on the top. He'll run the top of the racetrack now. Bobby Wetzel doing everything he can to rip the top here. Here comes Thomas Lewandowski. He'll close in from a couple of car lengths back. 2 on the board this time by. Now it's Harnish Gallagher, Bobby Wetzel, Doe Wood, your top 4 here early on. Down the back straightaway, Thomas Lewandowski, Martin Harris, Chad Coleman, John Ellenberg, Chris J. Scales, and Tyler Dalton, your top 10. Ron Hollyfield right there in 11th. Scales right there up front, 3 on the board. This time by the Atlanta Motor Speedway, John right there as well. Tyler Dalton in line also. And right now, everybody hanging on a single file right now. There is the 18 machine of Bentley Glazer out front, leading now by about 7/10 of a second on the racetrack. Dalton back there as well. Great race between John here and Chad Coleman. That's the 7th and 8th positions. Still side by side. 4 laps in here in Atlanta and still really tight. Nice little battle. There's Woods going at it. 5 on the board. What a great battle on the racetrack as they continue to run right now. This is mid-pack. There's John Ellenberg right there with Chris J. Scales and Mr. Chad Coleman right there in 9th. What about Tyler Dalton in 10th? Those cars continue to run 5 of 80 complete here tonight. Tyler Dalton up by the racetrack, up by the wall. A couple of cars are in front of them as they work down the back straightaway once again. Now Wetzel on the inside of Harnish Gallagher. Gallagher going to give it up to Wetzel. Here comes Thomas Lewandowski. Lewandowski on the bottom, trying to make room here. Trying to make hay into the top 3. Lewandowski looking to the inside line. He'll have the groove into 1. Put Lewandowski over Wetzel. Lewandowski, Wetzel, they'll be just about dead even into the exit turn number 2. Down the back straightaway they go. Bobby Wetzel going to take 3rd. That is Bobby Wetzel able to take the 3rd spot here. Lewandowski to 4th. Martin Harris to 5th. John Ellenberg to 6th. That is the top 6 on the racetrack right now. Hollyfield, Chad Coleman, Jose Medina right there as well. Good run for Medina in 12th at the moment. Kevin D. Brown is also right there in that battle as well. Some great racing up front right now. 7 laps complete of this 80 lap affair from Atlanta. What in the world? Why is this thing not working tonight? As they continue to run right now, and everybody through the mix at the moment doing everything they can, trying to keep this thing rolling as we run right now. 8 of 80 complete. Bentley Glazer up front right at the moment. Bentley leading the way at the moment. Right now, Bentley still continuing to hold on, holding tight up front. Now Harnish right there in the mix. Harnish Gallagher right there. Thomas Lewandowski, John Ellenberg, Martin Harris, Doe Woods right there, your top 10 as they run at the moment. Tyler Dalton right now, your points leader, sitting right there in that 9th spot. Ron in 10th. 11th is Kevin D. Brown. Kevin right there having a decent run as well. Kevin D. Brown, Chad Coleman, and Jose Medina. Ed Burrell right there also in the mix. You look at Ed right there. Derek Stanley back there in the mix of these cars battling. 14th, 15th on back. So right now, as they continue to run right here, you'll start to see the tires going away. Maybe that outside lane here at Atlanta will start to become more prevalent, and you see it right there. Bentley all the way up by the wall, and usually when the tire wears, that's where we're going to see everybody migrate to, is up by the fence, really keeping the momentum up, using that 3rd lane. Looks like they moved up there in 1 and 2, back to the bottom in 3 and 4. It's opposite ends of the racetrack, taking different lanes right now to be quick. Bentley Glazer out front. Harnish Gallagher running him down little by little. He's got it down to 0.6 of a second now. Those two going at it. We got a battle back here for position. Medina in the 24 and Chad Coleman in the 38. The 38 going to move by for 12th. And we're going to put lap 13 on the board this time by and move Coleman up into P12. Moving Coleman forward here. Wetzel and Doe Woods up here as well going at it. There's points leader Tyler Dalton. Just trying to do what he needs to do here tonight to keep this championship at home, right? Bring home title number 2 for that number 19 machine. Again, Tyler looking for his 2nd championship in this series right here tonight on Extreme Sim TV. Everybody up by the wall. Dalton with the 11 machine of Ron Holyfield behind him. One car loose on the bottom. And that is going to be, I believe, Scales are getting a little bit loose on the inside there. If they can get a run right now, Holyfield, Kevin D. Brown, there is Scales. What about Chad Coleman right here? Can he move forward, get into that top 10, currently running in the 11th spot? Right now, up by the wall, that's Wetzel in the 9 machine, way up the racetrack. Losing some ground right now. He'll jump back 3 wide. He'll have to check up for the 11 of Ron Holyfield. So Ron holding him up a little bit. Wetzel checks up. Everybody back to the wall once again. 15 laps in the books in this one. These guys still continue to run here, single file, double file at some points in this race. You see Tyler Dalton, points leader, up by the wall, doing everything he can do as well. So Dalton having a decent run up there inside that top 10. Like we said earlier, his objective really clear here tonight. Just win a championship. Holyfield So again, his objective is really simple here tonight. If you're Tyler Dalton, so right here, right now we're taking a look at a John Thomas Lewandowski. There is third. Bentley Glazer right now in second. As they continue to run, Gallagher leads this thing. Bentley in second. Thomas Lewandowski in third. John in fourth. Doe Woods, Kevin D. Brown, Chad Coleman, and Tyler Dalton all in the top 8 as they continue to fight through right now. Ron Holyfield right there also in the mix. Scales right there in 10th. Martin Harris in 11th right now. Everybody has moved primarily to that top lane as the tires continue to wear, at least the middle lane at portions. So again, that middle lane is kind of where they want to be. So again, these guys doing what they need to do here in this one, and they continue to battle it out. Now everybody to the wall. That's the 25 of Martin still on the bottom. Kind of weird for Martin to still be down there around the bottom. Everybody else has moved to the fence. We got a car in the wall right there. They're going to stack up. Here we go. Trouble in turn 4. And the 25's involved. The 02's involved. And there it is. Caution is out. That's the 92, excuse me, involved. Let's take a look at the yellow, what brought this out. And it looks like just a big stack up that kind of caused that. So with the trouble that we've got, caution's gonna come out. And I believe everybody's gonna take 4 tires here. There is no way that you're taking 2. You're going to get 4 tires and fuel, work on that race car. But yellow flag again here tonight. And for the first time, we have a yellow here. And really, we don't see that often out of the Sim 500 group. But 21 laps in, we do have a caution on the racetrack. Just a stack up there that went wrong. So we will get ready for the restart here in just a moment. So yellow's out. We're going to go to our first break of the night. When we come back, we'll be ready for a restart. All right, back here as the yellow steel is out over the Atlanta Motor Speedway for the Sim 500 Throwback ARCA Series here on Extreme Sim TV. Thank you for joining us here tonight as we're back here live working the first yellow of the night with 23 of 80 complete here tonight. Again, we'll get ready for the race restart in just a moment, as we had some great battles on track, really up to the point that the yellow flag did come out. You see Thomas Lewandowski leading this thing. He's not been a stranger to the front of the field here at Atlanta that much. No, and look at Harnish Gallagher right there. Was on the pole for the longest time tonight. Lost the lead early. So Harnish Gallagher having a good run. What about Brett Murphy? Ed Burrell right there. Bobby Wetzel there as well. Thomas Lewandowski up front leading as we get ready to go back racing once again. John Ellenberg there. Chris J. Scales. Bentley Glazer, Doe Woods, Kevin D. Brown, Chad Coleman, and Mr. Tyler Dalton right there in the lineup as well. And in the comment section, I can't wait for you guys to start the, yeah, me as well, dude, as we're going to come back to green here at Atlanta. But yeah, looking forward to the SCRL here in a couple of weeks as well. But it's Lewandowski leading with Scales second. John right there, Ellenberg, Bentley Glazer, Kevin D. Brown. What about Doe Woods, Chad Coleman, Tyler Dalton, Ron Harnish Gallagher right there also fighting through. Ron Hollyfield, Mike Ellis, Brett Murphy right here in 13th. So Doe Woods right there in the 07 holding tight there in 7th spot at the moment. Woods doing everything he can. Chad Coleman, Harnish Gallagher right there in the 22. Camp trying to come back through, but it's Thomas Lewandowski leading after 26 laps here tonight in Atlanta. Gals right there. Glazer trying to do everything he can, but let's take a look at our points leader here. Again, coming in with over 100-point advantage did Tyler Dalton. And right now he sits inside the top 10. And that's all he needs to do. Just have a decent run here tonight. Bring this car home with a trophy at the end of the night. That's his whole plan here in this one. You don't have to get up and win the race. You just got to take care of the car. Glazer right there in third, right behind Scales. Brown, Coleman. You see Coleman hanging on Harnish Gallagher. We're on board now, jumping underneath Chad Coleman. That battle for P5 on the racetrack. Again, we had a yellow earlier on, a big stack up that ended up in a little bit of an incident that brought the yellow out, a very rare yellow for the Sim 500 Throwback Series group. Justin, I'm doing all right. How are you, sir? As they run double file behind them, there is Bentley Glazer on the top side. He's up top a little bit early here tonight. We've seen him move to the wall later in the run, but it's a little early in the run for Bentley to get up there and try to run the top of the racetrack and carry the momentum. But Thomas Lewandowski, who continues to lead. Great job for Thomas, side by side for second between, looks like Gallagher, Harnish Gallagher, and Chris J. Scales right there, double five. Again, 30 on the board here tonight. Closing in on halfway here in the Sim 500 ARCA Throwback Series. And let's do a little bit of crank it up right quick on Extreme Sim TV. As they're back here on board with Scales. Now, Scales and that Star Wars machine was AJ Capola's favorite all year. And again, AJ not here tonight. He's off doing magic, but that Star Wars machine, they're in fourth, having a good run. What about Thomas Lewandowski just in front of him? Inside the top three with Harnish Gallagher in second. Harnish doing a great job. Now Gallagher side by side for the race lead. Harnish up to the top side of Mike Ellis. Ellis going to give it to Spot. New race leader. Give it to Harnish Gallagher up to the lead here. So Gallagher doing a great job leading with Ellis in second. Thomas Lewandowski in third. The 22 going to ride the fence for a moment with Mike Ellis just behind it. So Ellis going to fall in line. There's Thomas Lewandowski. Scales dropping back a little bit further. What about Doe Woods? With Tyler Dalton just behind him in a battle enthralled with John Ellenberg right there in 10th. Three cars really under a blanket as he does it. There's the 92. You see right on the back bumper of Tyler. Tyler a little free. He'll hang on to it. 5 to go to halfway here tonight, and the racing starting to pick up mid-pack. Again, this is mid-pack. Ron Holyfield, Brett Murphy, Kevin, Bobby Wetzel. What about Jose Medina? Ed Burrell back here in 16. There is Ed as well. He's been here all with us all season long. But Ed holding serve right now in 16th at the moment. Martin Harris, Derek Stanley on pit road. Back up near the front, Thomas Lewandowski and Chris Scales right there in fourth, putting some pressure on Thomas right now. So Lewandowski trying to battle his way not to slide back any further. Here in Lewandowski jumping in line with Ellis. Kevin D. Brown trying to sneak his way through. There's the 23 of Kevin D. Brown. Brown right there on the inside of the race, or the outside, excuse me, in the 20 machine. Everybody fighting their way through, doing a wonderful job. More nose to tail now. There's the Texaco machine. Doe Woods, Bentley Glazer, Tyler Dalton, John Ellenberg, Ron Holyfield right now. So as they continue to run, there is Kevin, Brett, Bobby, Ed Burrell right there as well. So again, they continue with what has been a really good event all evening long for these guys. And it continues right now. So as they continue to work their way through this thing. So right now, you take a look and you're like, what is it going to take for all these drivers? And man, oh man, just all the way through, right? The whole race really has been a really fun event to call. And they continue to do just that as they run pretty much single file up front right now. Lewandowski, checking on Lewandowski right quick. Thomas Lewandowski right there doing a great job. Just hanging tight right now. Kevin D. Brown. And nose to tail up front. So as we run here, we're just going to kind of see how this plays out. Because, you know, you look at it and you go, what's it going to take? As we continue to fight through this one here tonight at the Atlanta Motor Speedway right here for these guys. And what has been a really fun race all night long. So as they continue to fight through here, 43 of 80 complete here tonight, and these guys really trying to keep the car kind of straight and keeping the tires on it. Lewandowski's still hanging tight. So 44 of 80 on the board. Sorry about that. I was trying to deal with a couple of mic issues, but Harnish right there as well, fighting through also. So Harnish doing a really good job as always. You know, just keeping it nice and tight this whole league. Now we start to get in the part of the race where tires once again become a problem. So tires continue to wear out here with every lap they turn. Right now, Harnish out front, Ellis in second. Evan right there, Thomas Lewandowski. 3 wide at the moment. So 46 of 80 complete. You see Ellis up by the wall. Kevin D. Brown now in third. He's going to be 9 seconds back. Coleman trying to hold off a charge from Thomas Lewandowski. Chris Scales and Doe Woods there also fighting through. Those two double file at the moment. Oh, contact. Lewandowski in the outside wall. He's going to have some right rear damage on that machine for sure. Thomas Lewandowski getting shoved up into the fence. He'll jump back in the line. Luckily, he's able to keep that car rolling. Harnish doing everything he can. Kevin D. Brown, Chad Coleman, Doe Woods right there doing what he can. Also in the mix. You got to think about Doe here. Running in the top 5, doing a wonderful job here. Great race for Doe Woods. So 48 of 80 complete. Lewandowski sliding backwards now to pit road. Again, it was a few laps ago where he got shoved up into that outside wall. Got some damage on that race car. And Lewandowski will come down 4 tires of fuel now. Hopefully, if this stays green, this strategy may work. Your race leaders will also at the pit here. As you look through the field, Tyler Dalton, though, your points leader, right now in 8th, continuing to do what he needs to do to get out of here with a championship tonight. Tyler Dalton runs P8 at the moment. Tyler Dalton doing exactly what Tyler Dalton needs to do. He'll come to pit road, 4 tires now. Now, where does this cycle out for Lewandowski as he cycles through on this opposite, a little bit earlier pit stop than the other guys, just due to damage, had to come down and get that car fixed. Going to be interesting. Right now, your race leader got a 2-second gap over Ellis. Does harness Gallagher. Gallagher leads here tonight in Atlanta Motor Speedway in the season finale. 51 of 80 on the board. So right now, let's see. The first car on fresh tires is going to be Thomas Lewandowski. He'll get around Tyler Dalton. We'll see if that continues. And maybe Lewandowski, maybe that damage was a blessing in disguise. Because if so, he may get the race lead on newer tires. Problem going to be, can Coleman and those guys, once they pit, running back down, and it kind of swings back the other way, and they have the fresher Goodyear Eagles. That is going to be the major question here tonight. As just, if you're joining us, Harnish Gallagher leads. Mike Ellis in second, Kevin D. Brown in third, Chad Coleman in fourth. But it is Harnish Gallagher and Harnish leading here tonight at Atlanta Motor Speedway. So we continue this race here as they continue to run. Again, right now, Gallagher out front doing everything he can to hold serve. Doing a really good job of it is Harnish Gallagher. There is that 22, Mike Ellis, right there in second. What about Kevin D. Brown in third? A little bit of challenge from Coleman to the back bumper of Brown as we still wait for these guys up front to hit pit road and take their final set of tires and fuel. Oh, we may have a problem back here, really tied against the wall. Was that Texaco machine down the front straightaway? We're going to be all right. Here comes fresher tires for Tyler Dalton. You see Dalton right there in the 19 on fresher tires. You can visually see the difference in tires there on your screen. Dalton just driving by Doe like he was tied to a post there for a moment. So 56 of 80 complete here tonight. There's Mike Ellis, Kevin D. Brown right there as well. Brown right there to the back quarter panel of Ellis. Ellis up the racetrack. Had to grab a handful of wheel. Ellis now, here comes Tyler Dalton on fresh tires. He'll jump by to the bottom. Dalton, great job moving on these fresh tires as well. And I do appreciate the like out there, guys. It's not been a perfect show. We've had some technical problems throughout it, but I do appreciate the like as we continue to run 58 complete. Kevin D. Brown, Chad Coleman, great battle. Fresh tires going to work their way about to the outside. I believe that's 92 on Freshies. So when does your race leader hit pit road? That's going to be the $1 million question. Harnish Gallagher, he's going to have to take tires and fuel here at some point as he crosses lap 59. So 59 on the board. 60 this time by. So now we're just kind of waiting on our leaders here to come down pit road. We've got 7 cars that have not stopped. The last car that hasn't stopped is going to be Thomas Lewandowski, really the last car that has not stopped for tires here late in the going in Atlanta. The 60 on the board of 80 complete here tonight as they continue to run 61 this time by. Mike Ellis right there in second, 20 laps to go. However, we're going to check in on Tyler Dalton. 20 laps away now from his second series championship in the Sim 500 Saturday night Throwback ARCA series. Literally, Tyler Dalton 20 laps away from making his second title reign. Now 19 to go. Laps going to continue to tick off. Waiting on the leaders to hit pit road. Harris, Harnish, Gallagher still has not stopped himself. As they continue to run, Mike Ellis right there 9 seconds back, but he's going to have Chad Coleman all over his back bumper in the 38 as well. That's a battle for position around 4th at the moment. So you're watching the battle for P4. You see the 38 right there behind Kevin D. Brown. So again, Brown and Coleman having a great run. Again, this battle for the 3rd spot on the racetrack right now. Taking a look there at John Ellenberg in 10th. 1 lap down, but on fresher tires. Race leader still has not hit pit road with 17 to go. So right now, Harnish Gallagher doing a wonderful job out front, still trying to hang on. So it's Harnish Gallagher right now in the race lead. Mike Ellis in second. Ellis trying to close down. He's 4 seconds back. The battle for 4th continuing to rage behind them. With Chad Coleman and Bentley Glazer now having a little bit of Chad Coleman and Kevin D. Brown and Bentley Glazer. Battle starting to tighten up there for position. Also here with 15 to go. So 15 laps to go in the Sim 500 Saturday Night Throwback ARCA Series 2021 series now as they enter turns from 1 and 2. Once again, the battle you're watching is for 3rd and 4th on your screen as they continue to run. So they ran a pretty good ways. 14 laps to go. Still waiting on race leaders to hit pit road. How will that affect this race? Can Thomas Lewandowski or even Tyler Dalton, now the first car with fresher tires, can they figure out a way to get the victory lane with tire strategy? Harnish Gallagher out front leading. Second, Mike Ellis 5.2 seconds back now. Right now, nose to tail. There for 3rd and 4th. Brown putting pressure on Coleman. Trying to get around him, trying to get that position That would be for third if Brown can get around Coleman, but Coleman able to hold him off for now as they work their way through 3 and 4 once again. 11 laps to go this time by for your race leader of Harness Gallagher. 11 laps to go this time. Let's take a look here as they come to 10 to go this time by. When does these guys up front going to have to hit pit road? How long can Harness Gallagher stay out there on these tires? Harness Gallagher 10 to go at the strike. With 10 laps to go for Harness. Mike Ellis, Chad Coleman, Kevin D. Brown in the top 4. So it's 10 to go. Harness really staying out a long time here. Tyler Dalton again, the first car on fresh air tires now. He's got about 21 laps on the tires that is in that car, or on that car rather. But Dalton really just trying to focus on what he needs to do here and walking out of here with a championship with 8 to go. I really do believe Dalton has, put on one heck of a season. He's been consistent all year. Seven to go this time by. Harness Gallagher, Mike Ellis, your top 2. You look at Kevin D. Brown. Brown right there. Thomas Lewandowski, Ron Holyfield there as well in 8th. 9th is, or 10th is John, excuse me. Still watching these race leaders and looking to see if indeed they do come to pit road. Because if they do have to come to pit road, I do think this is going to give an opportunity to Tyler Dalton to get to the race lead. Again, if they have to pit, it's a whole nother ball game. Maybe Harness thinking he can make it all the way with 6 to go here. So maybe that's his plan. Try to stretch the fuel, make it all the way to the end. Looking at Harness right there on out front. 5 to go for Harness Gallagher. Man, Harness really going to have to save some fuel here. Make this run work with just 4 laps to go. Gallagher looking at this thing and saying, hey, maybe I can stretch it. 4 to go here. Now only the top 5 has been out this whole time. 4 laps to go for Harness Gallagher. Man, oh man, this has been a great drive for him. He's been out front, able to kind of set his own pace. Now with 3 to go. There's no way he can come to pit road now. If he comes to pit road now, he's going to lose this race. You know, he hits pit road right now, this race is a wrap for him, unfortunately. Three to go in the season for the Sim 500 Throwback ARCA Series 2021. 3 more laps around Atlanta Motor Speedway. Here we go, Harnish off of turn number 4. He'll see two sticks in the air from the flagman. Him, Ellis, Coleman right there has all stayed out as well. Now Harnish looking for maybe one more lap. And Harnish make this car last another roughly mile and a half. Harnish Gallagher off turn 4. To see the white flag waved, 1 to go for Harnish. 1 to go. He'll go into 3 and 4. Up by the wall he goes. Ellis right there, Coleman, Brown, Dalton, all right there in the top 4 or top 5. Harnish into 3 and 4. He can pretty much coast home from here. He's got an 8-second lead. Harnish Gallagher will win it at Atlanta. And Tyler Dalton will circle around one more time. Down the back straightaway. Tyler Dalton through turn 4. A checkered flag will wave for that Dodge number 19 machine. And he is a 2-time Sim Racing 500 Throwback Series champion. Congratulations, Tyler Dalton. Great job, Tyler. But Tyler Dalton able to hang on. We're going to get ready for your post-race interviews in just a moment. But it was Tyler Dalton getting the championship. Harnish Gallagher getting the win. And we get ready to talk with Tyler Dalton on a great job. Looking forward to talking to him. I really am, because this is going to be a fun interview when it's all said and done here. Oh, man. Tyler Dalton down there burning it down. 2-time champion here. Get ready to talk to Mr. Tyler Dalton and see what he has to say about this. And we're going to go up on down here in the Discord and grab Mr. Tyler as we get ready to go. Let's talk to him. So let's grab our champion here and let's get him up here. Hey, Tyler Dalton, it's Matt up here in the booth. You got me, brother?
Gotcha.
Well, buddy, you are now Mr. 2-time, my man.
Yeah, it feels good. I knew going in this race, we just needed to finish 27th or better, and didn't have that many cars to start. We actually struggled in that first run. I was trying to do something different, and it did not work. And then got to hand it to Amish. He did a great job there with the strategy. It was a risky strategy, but it worked. But we rebounded and came home for a top 5.
Well, man, top 5 and bigger and better news. Like I said, man, 2-time champion. How does it feel to be a champion 2 times? in the ARCA series top setup?
Feels good. Sort of ironic. We won this championship with consistency, same way I won the first championship in this car. So just goes to show you don't have to be winning every week. If you can go up there and string together top 2, top 3. I think our worst finish, other than last week when we sped on road, I think our worst finish all year was 6th. So just stringing together those top 5s, and the consistency pays off.
Well, man, as Sim 500 kind of goes in a break for this series for a little while, you get to relish it for a while till the Throwback series comes back.
Yeah, it'll be good to spend the break being able to relish being the champion, and we got a few things we're thinking of when we come back for the Throwback series, so that should be interesting.
Yeah. Well, Tyler, I know, this whole season I've talked with you quite a bit, dude. Couldn't be more proud of you. 2 times in a row you've been to a champion here. Man, go have a celebratory lap and chill out and just have fun, man.
We'll do. I appreciate y'all broadcasting this year. I've had a good season. Me and Bobby had some really good battles, really good season. So looking forward to next season.
All right, man. Again, your 2021 Sim 500 ARCA Throwback Series champion, Mr. Tyler Dalton. Good job, bud.
Thank you.
All right, let's get ready to talk to our race winner. Harnish, man, it's Matt up here in the booth. You got a copy?
I do, Matt. How you doing?
Doing good. Well, what kind of strategy play was that, man? Because it worked.
Yeah, no, I threw a big gamble there. I thought a few more people would try it because Sim 500s usually you get pretty clean races, and so I thought I just got nothing to lose, so I gave it a shot, and it paid off.
Well, I tell you what, it paid off big. I wasn't sure you was gonna make it, but you nursed that thing on home and got yourself victory lane.
Yeah, no, I looked at the Tyler after 20 laps and thought, oh boy, this could be a mistake. So I was cruising around there because I had to do 3 times as many laps as the first set. So a bit of a shame that caution came out. We're having a good fight there with Thomas and Bentley. It would have been fun to see how it played out when it went green, but kind of, sometimes you get these 50-50 calls in races, and often been on the wrong side of the wrong end of the stick. So it's good to get one on the right end.
Well, man, to hear tonight you were on the right side of the 50-50 coin flip and paid off and went to victory lane.
Yeah, no, it's good. Second in a row, got the win here last night in Sim 500. So it's been a good couple of days.
Well, man, just keep it up, keep the momentum up. Anybody you'd like to thank, brother?
Yeah, just thank my team, Mitch Motorsports, and all the admin here at Sim 500. It's, some of the most fun I've had in iRacing all year is in this league, so really appreciate being a part of it. And just yourself putting on the stream on.
Man, I appreciate it. It's been a lot of fun all season long, buddy.
Yes, thank you, Matt.
All right, Harnish. Again, congratulations. Victory lane here tonight with a little bit oddball of a strategy that worked out.
That's right. Thanks, Matt.
See you, buddy. All right, Mike Ellis. Let's see if we can talk to him. Hey, Mike, man, it's Matt in the booth. You got a copy?
Hey, how you doing?
Doing all right, man. He was right there on that same strategy as Harnish, but unfortunately, he had kind of gotten away from you.
Yeah, I mean, Hamish, first of all, he distracted me a little bit because his car said Taylor Swift as he went by me, and that kind of threw me off. But no, it was me making mistakes and him not making mistakes. I would slip here and there and lose a half second, and then I would never be able to make it back up.
Well, see, what really cost you is you was sitting there having Taylor Swift songs in your head all night, and you couldn't get out of your head, and that's what cost you.
Yeah, it's quite a strategy Hamish has there with that paint job. But no, I mean, pitting at lap 20, I thought was a no-brainer because this series is, not a lot of cars,
no,
not a lot of cautions, usually caution-free. So
right.
I'm thinking if you get a caution, man, you better get some tires.
Well, you know what was so weird, because you're right, all year long we've seen it go green, but just luckily, you guys had just enough fuel to make it. How close were you at the end?
I had about like 1.5 laps or so left. So it was comfortable. I didn't have to save fuel. I ran hard, but no, we were in the window. So, and did I plan that? No, I looked up about 2/3 through the run at my fuel finally, and wow, I was kind of surprised I was in the window, and boy, I thought, boy, I'm looking smart now.
And it made you look like a genius. I can't even do that, and I've got a pit board. So, hey, you're better than me at it.
Well, I appreciate that. Shout out to my team, Tifosi, the iRacers Lounge podcast, of course, sponsoring up the car tonight.
Well, again, Mike, congratulations. Great run here, Mr. Ellis.
Thank you, sir.
All right, there we go. Mike Ellis coming home in a second with that strategy play. And what was a really fun race here tonight. But folks at home, again, I want to give a big shout out to Joey, everybody here at Sim 500 that made this season what it was. I had a blast. I hope you did as well. We'll be back in the very near future with some more Sim 500 racing action. Until then, everyone, take care of yourself. Stay safe out there. And we will see you the next time. Have a great night, everyone. Congratulations, Tyler Dalton, your Sim 500 Throwback ARCA Series champion.